Let's talk about football, and it has to do with the tournament that will go down in Cote d'Ivoire in 2024, talking about the AFCON 2023, and teams are beginning to drop their squad list, and we'll look forward to an amazing tournament. And of course, the fans are already picking out the teams that are likely to make it all the way to the semi-finals and, of course, finals, and eventually get to win the trophy. But concentration today is Cameroon Football Club, Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, and we'll look at how the team will fare in the tournament, of course, with the inclusion of the Manchester United shot stopper. Is he a shot stopper? Because he has conceded more than 50 goals this season for Manchester United. So fans are saying he's not even stopping any shots thrown at him. But of course, we're talking about another person, Dan, goalkeeper Andre Onana. And joining me to talk about this is his twin brother. Okay, no, not his twin brother now. Valentine Bambot is joining us today on the show. Good to have you with us, Valentine Bambot Onana. Yes, I have to put that in there.
Thank you so very much. Funny you say that because friends actually call me Onana.
Okay, okay. Well, you want a goalkeeper or something?
When we have football games, maybe ex-students union friendly games, I'm always at the goalpost, so they just call me Onana.
I'm sure they called you Onana for good reasons. You didn't concede a lot of goals, but now that Onana's name trends whenever Manchester United plays, do you still want to retain that name, Onana?
Yes, of course. I think Onana is world class. He's always been world class, although he's going through some rough moments right now. Like he said in his recent interview, these moments always come, and he's going to get past them very soon.
All right, we hope that he gets past them very soon and starts getting the goals, rather clean sheets for Manchester United and help them win games, because if goalkeepers can stop goals from coming in and the attackers are performing their duties, then of course the teams will surely grab 3 points in each game that they play. But of course, Cameroon, the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, find him very important to be added to the squad list for the AFCON 2023. But of course, some football fans have said, look, he is not the best goalkeeper to be in the goalpost for Cameroon. What's your take on this? And how important really is Andre Onana to the Cameroon squad, knowing that there's been issues before now?
If Andre Onana can retire, because he actually retired almost a year ago, and before a year of his retirement, he's coming back to the national team after the little wahala we had with him in Qatar. Him coming back already tells you that he's an important part of this national football team. I was happy when he came out of retirement saying he was coming back to the national team. It is true that Andre Onana, like you've mentioned, everyone knows has had troubling moments in recent games at Manchester United, but he is one of those goalkeepers that inspires confidence in the back line. He did that in his game in Qatar. He's been doing that in the national team, and he's also doing that at Manchester United. When Onana is at the goalpost, the defenders can comfortably express themselves. He's a team player as well. Yes, we have Ondua, who is also there at the back with the experience. He has been to 3 AFCONs in 2015, 2017, and 2019. But we know very much well that when it comes to this finesse in goalkeeping, Andre Onana, of course, has that.
All right. Yeah, I'm seeing a couple of clips from Onana playing for Cameroon. And yeah, it's quite interesting. He is the goalkeeper that performs the sweeping action, talking about the super goalkeeper now. But a bit of loss of confidence playing for Manchester United. And he has a couple of days to, in quotes, regain that confidence before heading to Cote d'Ivoire for the tournament. Yeah. Now, this is also, two things can happen here. If he goes over there to play for Cameroon at the Nations Cup and he performs well, of course, he retains, he kind of strikes a bit of confidence in Manchester United that when he comes back, he'll be of good behavior and he'll keep some clean sheets. But if he goes over to the AFCON tournament and performs poorly, don't you think his place as Manchester United's #1 goalkeeper will be a major one for him to be challenged?
That's right. It's a very good question. In the national team, in the Cameroon national team, you will not see such errors from Andre Onana. I don't know currently if it's the pressure playing for a big team like Manchester United, but he's been to bigger teams. He's to big teams, not to downplay Manchester United. He played for Inter Milan, went down to the finals of the UEFA Champions League, was the best goalkeeper in the tournament. So to see that sharp contrast now from what we saw at Inter Milan to what we are seeing now at Manchester United is really, really troubling. Now, you're coming to your question. Andre Onana, we know very much well that when he plays for the national team, he's another goalkeeper. He plays so very much well at the back line. We saw that in 2019 when Cameroon hosted the competition, and we've been seeing that in his recent games. I don't see him making such mistakes at the Cameroon national team because of the defense line he has. I said this on the last time you hosted me on this program. I said the confidence of Onana at Manchester United is further getting lower because of the defenders he has around him. Because if you cannot play well with your defenders, then you cannot be a good goalkeeper. The defense line does not start from the goalkeeper. It starts from the 4 or 3 defenders he has in front of him, or 5 defenders he has in front of him. And if you can't play well with those defenders, then you can't keep the clean sheets. So if Onana can have that good defense line in Cameroon, which he has, with the likes of Christopher Woh, the youngster coming in, he always gets the clean sheets for Cameroon. He always is there to inspire that confidence at the back line and always gets the results for the Indomitable Lions.
All right, talking about getting the results for the Indomitable Lions, we spoke about Onana not committing a lot of errors for Cameroon. Well, I saw some videos where Onana still made some errors being the goalkeeper for Cameroon, and I just hope that his confidence will surely lead Cameroon long and far in the tournament. But looking at the squad that was selected by the coach, do you think this is... do you agree with the squad? Do you agree with the squad list moving on to this tournament? See the likes of Davis Epase right there on the list. There's also Enzo Chateau on the list. There is Vincent Abubakar, who is undoubtedly one of the most experienced players in that club, senior player, I must say as well, for Abubakar. But of course, since he left the Saudi Arabia League, and it looks like he has been off the radar, does this still strike confidence in the heart of fans that this team, even with the inclusion of Vincent Abubakar, will deliver at the AFCON tournament?
I think when you talk about Vincent Abubakar, his place in the national team is just so solid, because even at the last tournament, yes, the doubts were there, him coming in with this age, but he proved it. He was the top goal scorer at the last AFCON. For the Cameroon squad, 4 goalkeepers, 9 defenders, 6 midfielders, 4 attackers. It tells you that Coach Rigobert's song means business going into this particular AFCON. Let's pick a player like Vincent Abubakar, which you mentioned. He has the experience. He's been, this will be his 5th AFCON he's going to. And of course, with the players like Enzo coming in, the only player that I personally am going to miss is Buemo, whose role is very much primordial in Cameroon's attack line. But the rest of these players in the squad, I think, are going to do such a great job, because if you look at the squad, we have a couple of players who have been there in that national team and who are making it to the AFCON tournaments for a good number of time. We have the likes of Njie Clinton, who was present at the last 2 AFCONs for Cameroon. We have Ondua, who is there, Karl Toko Ekambi is there, and of course, Vincent Abubakar. They were present during the 2015, 2017, and 2019 AFCONs, and these are the players who are coming with the confidence. And for the other players, 8 players coming from the French Ligue 1, 1 coming from French League 2, and another coming from the Championship side. Many players coming from who play their trade in France actually coming to this team, and of course 2 players from who play their trade in Cameroon, and the rest, of course, coming from other parts of the world. Yes, for the midfield, Andre Frank Zambo-Anguissa, inspiring that confidence there, the experience. For the defense line, Christopher Woh, the youngster who is coming. And for the attack, of course, Vincent Abubakar. I think Cameroon is going to go places with this particular group of players.
All right, we would surely want them to go places, but we wonder how far that place will be. Will it be 3rd place, 2nd place, or 1st place at the AFCON tournament? Now, recently, I heard rumors, I'll tag it as rumors, that the coach's job is on the line, talking about Rigobert's song. And I'm wondering, what was that about? Because I've not seen it anywhere else about him being threatened over his job.
Coach Coach Rigobert Song, we know very much where he's the man for the job. He in total, he played 7 AFCONs. He was at 3 finals, won 2. Now he's coming in as the coach of this national team, taking the team to his very first AFCON. We have not seen a national coaching the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon at an AFCON tournament since 1998, and this is some sort of beauty to me, because even if you look at the number of coaches who are going into this AFCON, 24 coaches, 13 of them who are from Africa, and of course 13 of the 24 coaches, of course, coming from the African continent, with Morocco, Senegal, Cameroon, going in with their nationals into this. Algeria, of course, going into to the tournament with their nationals. But focusing on Coach Rigobert Song, I don't think his job is on the line. During the last Cameroon Ballon d'Or Awards, the president of the Cameroon Football Federation made it unequivocally clear that he has his support, his total support, going into this AFCON tournament. Yes, we had a very, very bumpy qualification ride, but Cameroon eventually made it through. I don't want to say much about Coach Rigobert Song because he is very much unpredictable. I'm waiting until January 15th after Cameroon versus Guinea in Yamoussoukro. Then I'm going to make comments about that, because when you expect Rigobert Song to get the result, he doesn't get it. But at the point where his job is on the line, like the last match he played, where if he didn't qualify Cameroon, then he would have been shown the door, he eventually gets the result. So I'm really looking forward to Cameroon's first match on January 15th.
All right, so everyone looking forward to the tournament, and Nigerian fans are looking forward to the Super Eagles winning the title. South Africa fans are hoping for the same as well. Senegal fans, Algeria, Egypt, Morocco, Cameroon, they're all looking forward to their teams winning the Africa Cup of Nations title. So if we all look forward to it, who then will win the title? But of course, I would say may the best team go all the way to win the title. But for you, are you strongly hitting your chest and saying that Cameroon will go all the way and possibly win the title, sentiments aside?
Yeah, I recently saw a list of was a prediction of who is most likely to win the AFCON, and Cameroon was not on that list. We had Algeria, Senegal, Nigeria, of course, another big African names, Morocco, of course, one of the favorites to win, and Cameroon was not on that list. And I said, this is the same thing that happened in 2017. No one gave Cameroon a shot or a second look going into the tournament. But eventually we went to Gabon and Cameroon lifted the title. Yes, it is true, you just rightly mentioned Morocco with Walid Regragui doing such a great job as the coach. And we have the likes of Sofiane Amrabat coming in, very good player. We have the likes of PSV Eindhoven's Ismail Sabari, very young player, 22 years old. Real Betis defender Shadi Red, who is 20 years old. Morocco, very good squad. You want to mention Ivory Coast, Hala is very much present. Karim Konate is there. Algeria with the Mahrez, Senegal, Sadio Mane. Everyone wants to lift the trophy, but I think it is Cameroon's time to lift the 6th AFCON title, and it is possible with this group of players because they are very much determined. The president of the Cameroon Football Federation also very much determined, and I really think, sincerely, Cameroon can make it all the way.
All right, I like your sincerity, saying that Cameroon can make it all the way, and we look forward to a beautiful tournament for Cameroon and every other participating teams in the AFCON tournament. Thank you very much, Valentine Bambot, for joining us on the show today. And I hope that a few days to Valentine in February to be Cameroon lifting the trophy, because your name is Valentine. Thank you very much, Valentine, for joining us.
Thank you. The tournament, the final is on the 11th. And the 14th of February actually is my birthday, so it will be such a wonderful birthday gift if Cameroon can lift the trophy.
Great, we look forward to that one, and I hope it doesn't end in tears.
Thank you very much.